Hello, and welcome to our webinar. I'm Frank Henville, a technical manager at Apacer, and with me today is Maverick.
Hello, Frank. Hello, everyone. I'm ASUS Cloud System Architecture Manager, Maverick Liu. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to participate in the online webinar organized by Apacer.
Thanks for joining us, Maverick. Today, we will introduce to you a collaborative project launched by ASUS Cloud and Apacer. It's a new protection technology for enterprise data security and system disaster recovery. And it provides a set of very useful functions. Here's our schedule. I'll talk a little about market trends, after which Maverick will introduce ASUS's OmniStore technology. This will be followed by a demonstration of OmniStore in action. Then I will discuss Apacer's core Snapshot, followed by a demonstration of that technology. And finally, I'll discuss our project success story, and then we'll wrap things up. According to a large survey released by CIO Taiwan in 2022, there are 3 security threats that top companies are most concerned about. The first is ransomware or financial crimes, accounting for more than 50%. Malware came in second at 38%. And the last is the theft of secrets or personal information, accounting for about 30%. And in the IBM X-Force report, ransomware has ranked first for 3 consecutive years since 2019. It has become the most important type of attack for global enterprises. News reports from Taiwan were also consulted. We can find industries ranging from healthcare and education to finance and government. All of these see ransomware protection as a top IT investment goal. Among them, data or digital assets are regarded as key. This is why we chose to investigate this field more closely. Fortinet also did a survey which reported that 2/3 of companies surveyed have been targeted by ransomware. 75% of those who filled out the questionnaire were top IT executives. Protecting against ransomware hacks is a concern for all industries. No matter how much a company invests in protection, there's no 100% guarantee that hacks can be prevented. It's difficult to strike a balance between tight data security and practical access. And an admin's password might be discovered via hacked websites, phishing attacks, or other methods. The question of how to minimize the outflow of confidential data is crucial. Okay, Maverick, would you like to tell our viewers about OmniStore now?
Yes, thank you, Frank. ASUS Cloud Data Storage Technology take a different approach that of traditional systems. It can more efficiently solve the problem of data storage, protection. It also more flexible, more convenient, and easier to expand. Administrators only need to learn one management platform rather than multiple ones, and can easily connect a storage device such as DOS, SAN, NAS, cloud storage, and so on. It also provides Microsoft Office file editing features as well as smart data protection and the risk management system. It allows users to send files more simply, yet more security using email and reduce issues associated with the transfer of large files. Automatic backup and the specialized connection requirements are easy to configure. It also allowed employees to go beyond working desktop PCs and access files securely even when using smartphones, tablets, or other compact computing devices. ASUS Cloud's enterprise storage system is known as OmniStore. It provides data security protection, centralized resource management, flexible deployment, and automatic management options. And it integrates with the virtualized system, can help industry clients meet their energy saving and carbon reduction sustainability goals. ASUS Cloud OmniStore is very different from traditional storage systems. In terms of architecture, it adopts a multiple-layer architecture to allow for subsequent expansion, including the expansion of APs with inefficient conditions or storage capacity. The data server can be easily expanded, and the user can choose DOS, SAN, NAS, or other cloud storage devices, or can be connected to the data server. The connected devices can also support all model brands of mobile devices. Admins can integrate a third-party authentication mechanism for identity confirmation, and can also integrate OTP two-factor authentication mechanism to improve system security protection. This slide shows a schematic diagram of the data flow between the OmniStore storage systems. From the user end, all files are distributed into the metadata and the raw data partition. During the process of saving data to the system, metadata is stored in the database, while raw data is stored in the data server. And the speed of access is improved. The key technologies of ASUS Cloud OmniStore include software-defined storage, sync provisioning technology, and the data deduplication technology. This makes the use of system resource more comprehensive, reduce the wasting of data space, and prevent the storage of duplicate data. This slide is to illustrate the process of hackers using the ransomware to attack the response from a traditional storage system. And the response from the OmniStore is different. In the traditional system, as long as the account password is stolen, then through a springboard mechanism, hackers can steal important confidential information, incomplete or destroyed backups of confidential information. On the other hand, in OmniStore's system, if there are ransomware attack, only one account user can be attacked, and when the attack begins, it will require deletion in large quantity. When a file or the file name is changed, it will be blocked again by the OmniStore system to prevent the security of the file stored on the OmniStore. An administrator will receive a warning message through the alarm system. So as to effectively eliminate the effect of the ransomware attack, the OmniStore security application can help the enterprise IT manager automate tedious manual process. This accelerates management, reduce time and labor cost, and safeguard mission critical operations for enterprise employees who traditionally relied on complex IT settings to improve file protection. Using OmniStore, you can use the negative information security application and build the first line of defense with the client application. It provides independent resilience, improve the production, and greatly reduce your management burden. Okay, let's move on to the demonstration of OmniStore. After login, we can see the protect file in Omistore My Sync folder. Let's say a hacker get access and delete some data. As it's shown here, the system has paused the sync because it noticed a large amount of file will delete. The admin choose to restart sync. The files are restored to their previous status. The attack failed. The hacker can try renaming both files and their extensions, but the Omistore system detects the extension change and pause sync. The admin can easily undo the change and revert to the previous status. The data still perfectly secured.
That was fascinating. Thanks, Maverick.
Thanks, Frank.
Okay, as I said, I'm Frank, and I'm going to talk about Apacer's core snapshot technology. All the digital applications you see here, from signage to ATMs to kiosks, have suffered embarrassing failures during operation. The dreaded blue screen of death. We've all seen it. In fact, it's said that 30 seconds of downtime could cost a large operator up to 5.6 million US dollars. So, how can we resolve a blue screen of death immediately? Core Snapshot is a system disaster's savior. It's highly compatible with all operating systems and can back up and subsequently recover not only an OS, but also all data on an SSD. But what's most impressive is that it can carry out the entire recovery process in just 1 second. The way it works is simple. First of all, the admin has connected a new SSD to his network. He begins by activating the Core Snapshot system on this device. This divides the SSD's storage area into 2 partitions, a backup area and a user area. The drive will write identical copies of all data to both the backup and the user area. Then, based on the admin's needs and the needs of the system, the admin can decide to set a backup point by pressing a button on Apacer's dashboard. Now, if the system attempts to write data to the SSD, it will be stored in the user area, but it will no longer be written to the backup area, which has been permanently locked. Let's say a hacker managed to compromise the network. He proceeds to access the user area of the SSD and to encrypt all the data on that drive. He's hoping the factory owner will pay him a ransom in exchange for the key needed to decrypt the drive. Well, it's time for the admin and Core Snapshot to save the day. The admin triggers the recovery process. In just 1 second, the backup and user areas on the SSD are swapped. Now the connected factory device can access its OS, so it reboots and the factory is up and running again. Let's take a look at Core Snapshot in action. Here you can see the admin setting the backup point using the Remote Device Management RDM Systems dashboard.
Now we'll simulate the effect of a hacker deleting the data in the user area of the SSD.
Let's say the SSD contains the OS for an IPC controlling an automated robot in a smart factory. The IPC crashes and cannot reboot properly. The robot cannot function and production is stalled. The admin receives an alert and triggers the core snapshot recovery system via the dashboard. 99% of the time, this method will work fine. But if the internal network is down for some reason and the RDM system can't connect to the IPC, a hardware trigger can also be used to trigger the recovery process. No matter which method is used, the result is the same. The system swaps the encrypted user area with the backup area, and the IPC reboots normally. The robot is back in action, and the factory is up and running again. It's quite a simple but powerful system, isn't it? Let's take a moment to talk about a recent success story. Here in Taiwan, ASUS Cloud and Apacer worked together to help a major client install OmniStore and Core Snapshot in their production facilities, as well as Apacer's Cloud Series SSDs. The client ran some punishing system shock tests and was very pleased with the results. Although I can't mention the name, I can tell you that the customer is a provider of independent semiconductor assembling and test manufacturing services, with its headquarters in Taiwan. Well, that's it for us today. Thank you for your attention. We hope you found this information about ASUS Cloud and Apacer's Core Snapshot useful. And thank you for joining us, Maverick. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.